We're going to begin this hour with the breaking news overnight from the entertainment industry. The Writers Guild of America has reached a tentative agreement with the major film and television studios, which means your favorite daytime and late-night talk shows could be starting up soon. We're going to begin the hour with Sam Sampson in our Washington bureau. What are the details we have about this agreement, Sam, and the negotiations that led up to it late last night?
Well, the big roll started kind of last week when big players came to the table directly. So that includes 4 key leaders from companies like Netflix and Disney. And after days of what some called roller coaster negotiations, it led to a letter last night advising union members, yep, we have a possible deal. Now, details have not been released yet, and we're hoping for some after leadership votes maybe tomorrow. But we do know a few things about what the writers really wanted. They wanted better contracts, they wanted protection against artificial intelligence affecting their jobs, and also more money if their show is popular on streaming platforms. Now, that's not a new concept. You get paid more if your art is really popular, but doing so here would be based off of data that streaming companies actually keep secret to stay competitive. So any agreement to pay writers more would set a precedent. It would have to be a very original type of formula. This strike, you mentioned it's been months long. It went on for 146 days, making it the second longest strike in the union's history. That was back in the 80s. Now, some writers say things are so much different now, even compared to the last strike in 2008.
The leverage back in 2008 was, well, if you guys go on strike, you might be out of work for 3 months. And that at the time, I was like, yikes, I don't want to be out of work for that long. But now the strike is in 2023. It was really about so many writers weren't working. And so now we're being unemployed for, let's say, 6 or even 9 months out of the year. So when they lost that leverage, now when they say, can you afford to be out of work for 3 months? That's an improvement.
So, Sam, just because they have this tentative deal, which is, of course, big news, good news in Hollywood, not everyone is back to work. We've also been following the actors' strike. More than 150,000 actors, they have been on strike since July, and that has had a huge effect on film and television production, obviously. So where does the actors' strike stand, and how might the writers' deal influence the actors' situation?
So the actors and other members of that union, they are still picketing, they are on strike. But let's be clear too, the writers, they're not back to work today. They're just off the picket lines for now. They are technically still on strike until all members can agree on that tentative deal. So the union, the writers union, is asking their members to join a picket line for SAG-AFTRA, which is the actors union. And so they're saying, let's show some solidarity, which could be pretty powerful. Take a listen.
SAG-AFTRA, the actors union, are still on strike, and it's going to be their time to make a deal. And let me tell you, if we've seen any solidarity between the WGA and SAG-AFTRA so far, you can be damn sure the WGA are going to show some of that solidarity for their sister union as they go into their own talks with the studios and streamers.
And so he and others believe that that kind of teamwork, that kind of solidarity is really what bodes well for the actors union and how labor is treated in the entertainment industry in the future. So if we're looking at the writers and maybe when your favorite shows could be back, we are looking at those daytime and nightly talk programs. So think about Jimmy Kimmel, Drew Barrymore, who, if you've been following, she was kind of off and on her hiatus. So those are the types of shows that will be back faster than others. For more scripted programming, that writer that we heard from earlier said it really depended on when the shutdown happened. If something was mid-production, it might just be a matter of weeks for the writers to get things going again, should this deal be ratified, and then your favorite show is back. But if it didn't even get off the ground when the strike happened, it could be a matter of months. So again, for the writers union, it'll take a few days for leadership votes to go through, and then all members will get more details, and the public will get more details about what is really exciting about this writers' tentative agreement.
Sam, thank you very much. Sam Sampson starting things off in Washington this morning.